I'm going to try doing this one more time. This is actually the third time I've done this, but the first one was a little bit, uh, didn't really give a lot of anything. The second one was a little bit too filled with self-pity. So I just want to do a little bit more now that I've kind of gotten a lot just talked out. Maybe this will be a little bit better. So it's quite late. It's about 11, or excuse me, it's about 12:30 now. And it was a hard day. Not only was I fighting those thoughts of just not mattering, but at the same time, I had an appointment with my therapist today, and he did not show up. It was a Zoom appointment, and I didn't hear anything, though I tried to text after a few minutes, didn't hear anything, texted again a few minutes more, and after I left it, after about 20 minutes, it was just, there wasn't a point in waiting around any longer. And it's really, really hard because that's the second time that's happened. Not with this, like there was a few years back, I was seeing another person, and they kind of did the same thing where they didn't show up to an appointment, and then I had one more, and then I sent an email, and they just didn't respond, and we never connected again. So it's hard when I just feel like I am in such a hard place, but then I don't have the chance to actually talk it through in a real way. So I guess I'm feeling two different things right now. So the first one being, I almost feel kind of like I'm on the Truman Show, if you've heard of that. And I confess I've never actually watched that show or the movie from start to finish. I've seen clips, I understand it, but basically it's, he's on a show but doesn't know he's on a show, and kind of the whole world is or his whole world is adapted and changed to so that he doesn't know, and it's all fake. And I guess the way I feel like it is just, it's almost like my life is a conspiracy sometimes. Like I feel like there's, just beyond my eyesight, there's a curtain, and everybody's waiting there, and there's either one of two things, and it's either everybody's laughing at me back there and just watching me and thinking, when is he going to notice that this isn't real? When is he going to notice that this has all just been a big joke? Or they're all back there waiting for the next big exciting moment, and they're like, oh, he's going to be so excited when this happens, he just got to wait a little bit longer, whatever it is. And I don't know what to think about that, but I do feel like that, especially now, because I feel like I've been let down and abandoned by my spouse, and not let down, like she left me, and I feel like our church kind of let us down, and not fighting for our marriage, and then kind of letting it go, and not doing anything about it, but just letting us go to the world and hope that we find our way back. I don't know what their thought was, but and then of course my therapist now not showing up, and it's like it just feels surreal in a really bad way. Like everything just keeps going further and further downhill, and it brings me to my second question that I've been struggling with over the past few hours, and that question is just, what if I just can't do this anymore? And that's a genuine question. I mean, there has to be an end, right? Like there has to be some sort of a relief in one way or another. There has to be a stopping point to say, well, this is where it ends. And I don't see that, and I don't know how it ends either. And it's a scary thought, because honestly, I don't know how much longer I can do this. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I don't know how much longer I can just endure this. And when I say endure this, I mean I understand certain reasonings behind the situation that is right now, but at the same time, I feel the way that I am being treated has moved past a reasonable amount of anything, and it's gone past into a, well, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't know how to describe it. It's not that I feel like I'm being treated unfair. That's the wrong word. I don't like the word unfair necessarily. But I just feel like I'm not being given a chance for anything right now. And it's just that feeling of complete and utter stuckness. And I feel like I'm stuck in a corner. I do. I feel like I'm stuck in a corner and I'm just kind of being beaten on, and I can't get out of that corner, because if I try and stand up, then I just get pushed down further. So it's like, well, do I stay where I am in this corner at this place of, a foot off the ground but still there, or do I try and stand up to get beat down further so that I'm 6 inches from the ground? And I don't have an answer to that. I don't know where to go with that. I wish this video was more positive. I do, but it's. What if I just don't have it in me? Like what? This. I mean, sure. There's. I have my self-worth issues. I understand that. I understand that. Not everybody's out to get me. I understand that. I do. I get that not everything is personal in this, that it's just, this is how the situation is transpiring. But what if I just can't take it anymore? When do I get to say, you know what, I'm done? When do I get to say, I need this pain to end one way or another? I don't know what that end is. I don't know what that means. I'm still not. I don't intend at this moment to take my life. I've been fighting. If I start to think about, or indulge, I'll call it, in thoughts of harming or what have you, or anything more, like, it tends to feel a little bit too relieving to think of that. So I've just had to basically, again, to stop that thought completely, so I can't get into that, which is a good thing. But when does this get to end? Or do I just have to endure this for forever? Or not forever. This pain is different from eternity, and I understand that. But do I just have to endure this for the rest of this particular life? I stress right now that, as I say in my comments, and that this is my individual story. This is specific to me, and I am still talking to people. I did send some texts after my therapist didn't show up, so it wasn't like I was alone. I had people praying for me, but at the same time, I don't know how long I can do this. That's not a reflection on God. That's not a reflection of my faith. That's simply a reflection on my weakness, my sinfulness, my worth issues of simply, I just don't know how long I can do this. And that's, unfortunately, I don't know how to get any more positive nor negative, I guess, than that. But I hope everyone else is doing well. Anybody watching this, thank you for watching this. Odd request if you are a believer, but pray for me. I am praying for anybody that is watching this as well.